the farm 25 years from now? Do you think it will still be here?
I don't know. I really don't. It's certainly questionable. I've talked to my girls about, I've got two daughters. One of them lives in Thailand, the other lives in Canada. So, you know, what Lenora has two daughters, and I don't see any of them ever farming. But the land will be here. I've talked to my girls, they don't want it sold. You know, they said, you know, we'll keep it, we won't ever sell it. So, not the only thing to do at that point is to lease it out, and that's what I'm doing now. I have my pastures leased out to a neighbor who's running cows over here, and the hay fields are all he cuts the hay off of them. So I guess the point you can't lease it out, about the only thing to do is plant pines.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'll do that before I sell it.
Yeah, that's good. And our girls, both of them, and one of our grandchildren, talks about that. They might come down and build on the farm. They might come down and live on the farm, but you know that. But
I don't see him actually on
farming.
farming.
I don't see him farming either. I don't. Not. Julie would be the closest one, but she won't ever not farming. But she would be more likely one to try something like that. But I don't see her doing that at all.
What year did you say the barn was built?
In the early to mid 1920s. I'm not sure exactly. I wasn't around it. Hay storage upstairs.
Did y'all have to tote the hay up, or did y'all have a winch or something?
No, we threw it up.
Oh, you threw it
Threw
up.
the wagon up beside the barn, throw it in that door right there. Each one of these doors around the barn was a separate stall. And that's where we used to, when we first started milking cows, each cow had its own stall. And we put them in there at night and milk them, and leave them in there in the morning and milk them and turn them out.
Did this have any damage when the Hurricane Fran came through?
No. I think sitting down in this bottom, there's the hills on both sides of it. No, it didn't get damaged. Huh?
You added the cabinets up there.
Well, that come when we remodeled our kitchen. That's our old kitchen cabinet.
It was a good place to put cabinets.
Put stuff up there.
That's great.
So how many cows are out here now?
17. Yeah. Put them back in that tin where you just got them out of. We had hot water in the milk barn before we did in the house. We'd bring up a bucket of hot water from the barn every night to take baths with.
You couldn't go first, would you?
I was going to say, who had the clean water, who had the dirty water?
Well, Nora got the clean water. She didn't want to get in the water after I'd been in it. Started with the oldest to the youngest. That's right. And that's the reason I said don't throw out the baby with the bathwater.
How old is this tree? It's a big one.
It was a pecan tree.
Wow. Is it still?
It was a big pecan tree when I was a baby, so I don't know.
Oh, wow.
It's been there our whole life. I mean, I guess it was there when we were growing up.
Yeah.
Do y'all still get pecans off of it? Does it still
The ones
produce?
that the ones that the
Yeah.
squirrels don't get.
Yeah.
The old smokehouse is original. I'm not sure when that was built. That was built sometime in the late 1800s. I put the rock there. For me, going in there, it used to be just step up into
Step up in, that's what made it seem high and for a child too.
So what do you use it for now? Do you still smoke meats?
Now the trash.
Junk.
We take our garbage out and put it in there, and then we haul it to the dump.
Oh, that's a good one. You still have that. You have a log across and a beam across.
It's got poles across the roof where we used to hang meat.
Oh, yeah.
And those poles up there, used to hang meat on those to smoke it. And an iron pot they in the floor to build a fire in.
And the floor is original too, isn't it?
Yeah, the floor is
What
original.
year did you say it was built?
sometime late 1800s. Yeah.
See what's again.
And I think something else is neat too. This corner right here
Uh-huh.
has been sitting on that round rock for 100 and some years.
Y'all say that again, Blair?
Been sitting on that round rock.
Oh, okay, oh.
That's
That's where it's at, right there.
just sit on that round rock. Yeah, it used to be a wash house off here.
Yeah, I
The
remember.
wash house used to come off.
Right there, yes.
And so everybody will try it.
Too easy for the animals to.
You got pretty much everything planted. Not much come up with the broccoli and onions down the other end.
Okay.
And then we planted radishes, carrots and beets. Yep. Saving 2 rows up here on this end for okra. I hadn't put that in yet. Got purple hull peas the next 3 rows. And then there's some room for tomatoes. And then we got the squash and cucumbers down in the next section before we get to the onions. This row of cinder blocks across the bottom here is to keep rabbits out. Because this gate swings open so I can get the tractor in there, plow it up and everything.
That pond's really pretty.
I built that pond in 2001. Yeah, it's the first time the pond's been full in 3 years. It didn't know rain enough last year to fill it up.
We've had
Roberta was saying when Carlo and Ginger were visiting, they like to go down to the creek where we used to
Yeah,
play.
yeah, go down
Is
the
it
creek.
still at that same spot where we used to play?
No, where we used to play was what was in the pasture, and
It's not as
that's
Not
it's
as
up the creek,
beautiful.
up the creek from that.
fun.
We got a good place where they can play.
Oh, okay. Good. So what part of the creek do they go to? Down?
Where we used to, just up the creek from there,
Okay.
about 100 feet up the creek.
That's neat. I always just thought it was so pretty down there. Glad he likes to do that rather
Yeah.
than video games
Oh,
and just
yeah.
being outside.
You know, I'd rather be fishing than playing video games.
Oh, I know it. Yeah, I can put that in now. No, I can hear she was singing. My hope is built. Nothing less.
See, my daddy was 50 before he ever got married. He was older than most of my friends' grandparents. And so he was born in 1893. And he told me a couple years before he died, he said, I'm glad I lived when I did. He said, I don't want to have to face what you're going to have to face. He said, I'm glad I lived when I did. I feel the same way. I've had a good life. I've had a very blessed life.